In the video that follows, an atheist talking nonsense to Shamsi. Thank you for watching.
Do you understand?
This
you
look.
understand? I don't have your mind. I don't have his mind. I only
No,
have
no,
my
but
mind.
sound reasoning, which any
This is sound reasoning.
No, no, it's not.
If,
It's not.
If God does not exist in a physical place, how can you speak
Brother,
of an
what do you mean by
outside-
physical place?
How can you speak of an outside and inside when the only concept of outside and inside I have are physical?
Okay, what do you mean by
understand?
physical place?
Something that has matter, something that has like atom, made out of atom.
That's have matter, yeah? Something has a matter, okay?
Yeah.
So matter is created, of course.
Yes.
So God is outside the matter, okay? God is not created, okay? That's what I said to you. If God exists independently,
Yeah,
God exists independently, correct?
yeah,
Well, it's not really.
Did He create the creation?
yes.
Okay. Is His creation was inside God or outside
Okay.
God? Or, no, let me. Because why? If there is God independently exists, He has own essence, yes? Is a logical, rational outcome. You cannot turn away from it. When He create the creation, not from where? When He create the creation, did He create the creation outside Him, inside Him, because He exists independently, okay? Or He's above the creation, or the creation is above Him, or because He created in reality, correct? Tell me how.
If you mean
Yeah.
outside in the thing that if you mean outside by the creation, the creation is distinct from God.
Yes.
That's a yes.
That's it. Okay.
Remember,
So there was a misunderstanding. Okay.
Hold on. Understand. Primarily, outside means place.
No, brother. This again, this is the problem of being praised by the philosophy, because philosophy try to dictate to us. For example, one of the if you say this, it has to be this way. For example, For example, if something moves, it must have a body. Okay, this is a philosophical conclusion. We're talking about God. We're not talking about this. Again, that's why I said to you, you have differentiate between followers of Jesus and Moses and the followers of philosophers. The Christians now, they don't follow Jesus and Moses anymore. Or they don't even follow Moses. I mean, even Jewish, even some Muslims, they, when it comes in speaking about God's essence, they speak with the terminology of the philosophers. So God is distinct from His creation, correct? So that's it. That's what I say. And therefore, God, that's what we say, God is above the creation, distinct from His creation. So therefore, the creation exists independently, and God exists independently.
Okay.
Yeah, you agree? Yeah, that's it. And that's why we say God is and this is why it goes with the fitrah. Because when you say, no, it's not inside Him, no, outside Him, so therefore it has to be.
Physically speaking.
This creation is a physical.
No, hold on. Inside and outside primarily refer to physical reference, yes?
But again, what I say to you, look, out of respect, you have to be careful. When you say physical, I don't care what this philosopher is going to say.
Matter.
No, okay. Is this creation matter?
Yes.
God created it.
Yes.
Is He mixed with it?
No.
It's distinct from it.
Yes.
So it's outside Him.
In the sense that it's distinct from His being, yes.
If it's distinct, it's outside Him.
But to speak of physical,
Brother, if it's distinct from Him, it's outside Him.
Let me finish.
Alhamdulillah, khalas.
But to speak of physical place, it is meaningless to speak of.
Brother, again, I'm repeating this term.
But that's what outside and inside mean. Outside and inside refer to places.
Okay.
That's what it primarily means.
Is God distinct from the creation?
Yes.
So it's outside Him.
If by being distinct in that sense, yes.
It's outside.
That is not the primary.
So therefore, let me finish.
That's not the primary meaning of outside.
Let me finish. So therefore, God being outside the creation doesn't mean God is in a place which we. Sorry. So we as a Muslim and the Salafis, that's why Ash'ari, they believe, which you yourself now you start dropping. Because when I said to you, it's distinct, you said yes, which therefore necessitates outside Him. Because if it's distinct of something else, mean is.
But hold on. Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question.
Words have meaning.
Words has meaning.
To say God is distinct from the universe, that has one unequivocal meaning, right? God is different from the creation. When you say God is outside the creation, you have two possible meanings, right? You could say God is physically outside, or you could say in your sense God is distinct. Why do you choose to focus on the more ambiguous way of saying it when there's a more unequivocal way of saying it?
No, I'm not.
Saying God is distinct from the creation, that is one unequivocal meaning.
That necessitates outside.
But you argue, is God outside? How is He outside?
No, I didn't say how. No, I never said how. I never said answer because we.
What you said-
No, no, no.
What we went through, is it outside means physical or do you mean it's distinct? You
No,
just
no,
went-
no, no,
you
no, no.
went through.
Firstly, outside necessitates distinct. Because if something is distinct, if I'm distinct from something else, is it mixed with me or outside me?
Okay, in the sense of being, God. If you mean the sense of the being, yes, you can say God is outside.
God is a being.
But God is a being. Yes.
It's outside the creation.
In a secondary sense, yes, but that's not the primary use of the word outside. So why focus? So why would it?
What do you mean by outside?
Primarily outside refers to places, right?
No, not all the time. No, not all the time.
Primarily, almost always.
No, no, no. When we
Almost
talk about
always,
creation,
almost
yes.
always.
No, 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 no. When we talk about creation, therefore, if I'm talking about God, I'm being so clear because the logic dictates here. Look, logic dictates. If God is the only, has no beginning, no end, and there was no creation, so there will be no physical place, which means create. When I say physical, mean I like to emphasize, mean create the place. Because there was nothing created, so God has no beginning. So therefore, when God created the creation, which is, it must have a place. Therefore, when you say God has a place, if you mean God is outside the creation, I said yes, and you agree with me, separate from his creation. That's why the Ash'aris, they don't agree with that. The Ash'aris will say, he's outside, he's not inside, he's not the right, he's not the left. But even that, that's why Imam Ahmad, rahimahullah, may Allah have mercy upon him, from the Salaf, he came with argument, which is a logical, rational to any human being. God, that's why I said to you, I start emphasizing on God exists independently. Because when I speak to Ash'ari, philosophers, Christians, I've noticed when they start speaking about God, they focus more on a conceptual God, which only exists there in their head. Because it doesn't make any sense. Something exists independently and is not separate from another thing.
I read this hadith in Bukhari. I read this hadith, right? Where God, will be the day of judgment.
Yeah.
He will first interview the Jews and then the Christians, and they will come to the Muslims, right?
Yeah.
The righteous and the unrighteous among them, and he will come to them in the so that is closest to them.
Doesn't say close to them now. You talk about the hadith about. You talk about the hadith of Surah. No. That talk about the hadith of Surah. That on the day of judgment, Allah subhanahu wa taala will appear in one form and will appear in another form. Yes. But that doesn't mean he go against nature. And again, that's.
I understand. So, my concept of God and your concept of God might be different, okay? But we can't say mine or your concept of God is represented, can totally encapsulate the true nature of God, because one, God is beyond our comprehension, and two, the hadith itself says God will come in the form, God will come in the form closest to us, suggesting we cannot truly conceptualize God.
I don't know if I remember this hadith correctly, but close to us. But anyway,
close to the form we have of Him, closest to the form we have. The exact wording was, I read this in Sahih Bukhari, I can bring it next week.
Translation, maybe it's the wrong translation.
Maybe. The word was versus the picture of Him in their minds, right?
No, there's no hadith says close pictures in our mind. Anyway, the point here is, look.
I can show you.
No problem.
I read it a few days ago.
Okay, you can get it, but the translation, I know the hadith of Surah. That Allah will come in one form, then he will come in another form as a test, okay? Okay, so let me ask you. Yes, I do agree with you. We do not comprehend everything about God. Likewise, we don't comprehend His true nature. But we understand certain things which God said us about Himself. There are certain things we understand, like which call universal knowledge, or that which is known by necessity. For example, the Ash'ari, when we speak about God's attributes, they try to negate some of God's attributes, claiming if you do affirm it, you are resembling God to His creation, which is incorrect.